Welcome to the SAT Flash Go podcast. This podcast is designed for high school students preparing to take the SAT. We are going to provide you with the tips and strategies so that you can ace the SAT. Now, without further ado, let's go on to the topic for today.
Hey guys, today we're taking another look at the writing section of the SAT. The theme for this week is going to be transitions. We're going to get started by sorting some transitions into categories, then I'll give you some tips for handling transition questions on the SAT, and then I'll give you guys a practice question. So let's get into it. Before we get to sorting, remember the categories of transitions are contrasting, timing, cause and effect, and adding. Once again, I'll give you the transition, give you a moment to think of the correct category, and then I'll give you the correct response. Even so, contrasting, eventually, timing, finally, timing. For this reason, cause and effect. In the same way, adding. Moreover, adding. In addition, adding. In contrast, contrasting, of course. Don't worry if you didn't get all of those. We're going to keep working on transitions all week, so you'll be a professional by the time you take the real thing. Here's a great tip for dealing with transition questions. If multiple transitions fall into the same category, those transitions can usually be ruled out as possible answers. For example, if given answer choices A, however, B, similarly, C, likewise, and D, in addition, there's a very good chance that however is correct, because similarly, likewise, and in addition all fall into the same transition category, adding. Now let's just make sure you've got that down. I'm going to give you 4 answer choices, and you tell me what the odd one out is. A, therefore. B, nonetheless. C, thus. D, so. Tell me which one of those doesn't fall into the same category. The correct answer is nonetheless. Answer choices therefore, thus, and so all fall into the cause and effect category, so they can almost always be ruled out. Let's finish off with a practice question to show what you guys have learned. The trapeze artist was brave enough to twirl suspended through the air. Blank, they could never bring themselves to walk the tightrope. The answer choices are A, therefore, B, on top of this, C, however, and D, additionally. Now here's the sentence again. The trapeze artist was brave enough to twirl suspended through the air. Blank, they could never bring themselves to walk the tightrope. Take a second to think of the right answer. The correct answer is C, however. Using the strategy we learned earlier, B, on top of this, and D, additionally, are the same transition category, so we can eliminate those. Our 2 ideas, the trapeze artist's bravery and the trapeze artist fearing the tightrope, contrast each other rather than cause each other. So we choose however over therefore. Join us tomorrow for some more transition practice.
This episode of the SAT Flash Go podcast is powered by Ivy Experience, an educational company. Ivy Experience provides students SAT and ACT test preparation, college application and essay coaching, academic advising, and more. Ivy Experience helps students succeed in a world where college admissions are more competitive than ever. Please check out ivyexperience.com to learn more about this great service. Now, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode for today on the SAT Flash Go podcast, and we'll see you on the next one.